I done seen my mama stressing, but she always told me had to struggle for your blessings. I don't take L's, I just take it as a lesson. So what you hearing now, just the making of a legend. That's right. Tell God I got some questions. The weapon that I carry, it ain't only for protection. Looking in the mirror, but I can't see my reflection. What you hearing now is the making of a legend. Showtime, baby. Get 'em.
This episode 54. It's your boy Sly, the guy no lie.
Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
And of course, Big Sugar Midnight.
Man, welcome back. It's another one, episode 54, 54. And you know, we gonna go ahead and tune in and see how everybody's week was. You know what I'm saying? How everybody's week was. Me personally, week and Pat, next question.
Say less. Literally.
Me personally, it was okay. Nothing really eventful, just work.
Just work? You ain't do, you know, I feel like you told me you did some interesting things at work.
I did, but I didn't really get interestingly paid, so there's nothing really to talk about. Really. I'll talk about it once I, you know what I'm saying, get what I'm supposed to get.
Get that money, right. For me, it's been a real chill week.
Chill week?
Yeah, it's been a real chill. I was supposed to go to an LS party last night. I ended up not going. Opted out. But
you just said no?
Yeah.
You choose to say no to those things?
Yeah, you can choose to say no.
I said you choose to.
Yeah.
Fuck you, trying to say that. Yeah, you can say no. I didn't think they forced it.
Yeah, I said you chose to say no. Why?
I looked at the guest list of people who were going, and
nobody names particularly one.
Wasn't anybody in there I particularly was trying to go to fuck, and I was like,
that's what you go for. You go to fuck.
I mean, I talk to people too, and it's always good to talk to people, but
yeah, I usually talk to people before I fuck them too.
But at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, there's nobody I'm really like interested. I'm good. I can wait till the next one. So I just chilled in the house. I've been working my ass off because I've been out for like a fucking month dealing with like legal issues and shit. So
putting cases?
Huh?
Putting cases?
Nothing bad, just legal issues.
She said court.
Yeah, nothing like bad.
All court is bad.
All court is bad.
Well, nothing too
unless
severe.
You suing somebody to get some money or something.
Nothing too severe.
It's still different from bad. Yeah.
But yeah, so I just been back at work just trying to rebuild from that, being out a month, and then I gotta fucking get ready to go on vacation after next week.
Alright, man, I got a question for y'all fellas, right? You know, the whole Lee Daniels and the Monique relationship.
Yeah.
They did it on stage, nobody knew, they minted their ways. I like to shout out Black Love, and I'm glad it came to that. You know what I mean? But my question would be, could you forgive somebody? Could you forgive somebody 13 years later after they kind of so-called destroyed your image or career? Could you? A hug and a kiss would solve that? Like,
I'm gonna say nah.
No? Okay.
Like after 13 years, that's almost a decade and a half later. And I've had to rebuild myself, my whole career, redo a whole new career or whatever the fuck I did. I had to spend all that time recovering from what the fuck you did, and then you think all that time later you gonna go, oh yeah, I'm gonna apologize now. Bitch, the damage been done. Fuck you and fuck whatever you stand for. Fuck whatever you saying. Yeah. I ain't got time for it by then.
13 years later, I feel like, fuck no. 13 years later? You couldn't call a week later, I'd probably be mad. I'm mad you even did the shit.
Right.
You gonna wait 13 years later.
Be mad all over again.
My bad, I was wrong. So 13 years later, I would say, but no.
Absolutely.
Hell no, couldn't do that to you. Not one bit.
Because the thing about it, 13 years later, how sincere can that really be? Like, 13 years later, you've lived. There's motherfuckers that don't even make it to live to 13 years old.
Later.
You've motherfucking 13 years later, you lived a whole fucking life of other shit, and now you decide, oh, I'm gonna apologize now for fucking what?
Yeah.
What is he gonna do now? Nothing.
You better off giving me a check and not saying shit.
I'd appreciate that more.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't acknowledge your ass.
Yeah. Still be pissed off.
Right.
Like, fuck no way. You gonna sit and say, 13 years later, let's just put it aside and let's just say fuck it.
Right.
Hell no. No way. And it's like, I guess that kind of ties into me. I feel like even in like the Chris Rock and Will Smith situation, people think it just was today kind of thing. Like he did it that day.
Hey, that whole thing has been stemming from a couple other things Chris Rock said.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the whole story, it's like you just think Will overreacted. I mean, which in some parts, yeah, he did
Wrong
at that
place.
point.
Wrong
but
place.
it was wrong place and the wrong time to do that. Like not even wrong place, just the wrong time. Like he could have slapped him at the awards. He just didn't have to do it. Yeah, he didn't have to do it on camera.
Yeah, in the back.
Like definitely the wrong time. I won't say wrong place, but definitely wrong time.
Yeah.
But again, this is from like Chris has been throwing jazz. I mean, yes, I understand you as a comedian. It's your job to kind of like push the limits. You want it's your job to straddle that line of what's funny and what's offensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's what all comedians do. So, and the thing is, Chris had no idea that it was alopecia that was, that she went bald from. Instead of him just thinking, oh, she just decided to go ahead and shave and rock the baldy look. Like, I'm pretty sure if she had just decided to shave, it would have been no harm, no foul. But it's a medical condition. But if he didn't know it was a medical thing, you really yeah. But again, I feel like there was so much stuff stemming up to, leading up to that he didn't take that into account, that he really didn't know that was going on, and he just used that to just let it go.
Yeah, I've heard. I heard like a very popular person who got his own TV show, whatever like that. I watched his show, so I heard him say some shit. He was like, it was kind of like harsh, but it was kind of like reality check too. It was like, oh, yeah, alopecia. It's way more people in the world got way more conditions worse conditions than that. You know what I'm saying? He said, if you really felt that offended, throw a wig on. It's like, that's kind of harsh. But it's kind of the reality wise. If you felt so insecure about it, you could just put a wig on. But
I don't think it was a thing of her trying to put a wig on. I think it was just like her just trying to embrace, accept and embrace that this is now her reality. So I'm just this is just going to be me. I have to embrace this reality. So you don't know that that's what's going on behind their closed doors. Yeah. That's her decision to say, I just have to accept this. I have to, embrace it. I have to live through this. And I'm pretty sure that's the conversation that he and her have had. But if Chris Rock wasn't in the same room with them having that conversation,
he was in the same room. He got slapped. He was in the same room.
Just the same room, different time.
Yeah, he was in the same room for sure.
And he got slapped. I mean, and some people were like, "Oh, he was acting like he acted." I'm like, the thing is, if you perceive it as disrespect, by all means, handle disrespect when it happens. Because if you say some shit to me out of pocket, I'ma slap you. Yeah. Right then and there. It's like a dog. If the dog piss on the carpet, as soon as you see it happen, you gonna bow. You gonna make sure you discipline the dog right then and there. Let him know, don't do that. Same thing. You disrespected me right there, I'm gonna let you know right here. Smack the shit out of you. Don't do that again. And he told him, don't do that again. He told him, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
After I slapped you. I can't bear talk.
He said, I will.
My bad.
Because
wow, Will Smith just slapped me.
Just slapped the shit out of me.
In America, you couldn't hear it, but uncensored, you can hear it around the world. Yeah, uncensored, you could hear it. That's like, that kind of goes to my thing. Would you like? I mean, not would you, because you kind of already said you would. So you wouldn't tolerate that, even if you're a celebrity now. Like, even if your woman's right there, and a regular guy come up, but like, you bald headed bitch, basically.
If I'm with my lady, whoever the fuck she happened to be, and if there's something that if she makes the solid choice on her own to just go shave her head. No rhyme, no reason. She can grow hair. She can do all of that. Fine, okay. You have to kind of understand that that's just today's society. You're going to subject yourself to that kind of joke. I'm going to make that kind of fucking joke. Mm-hmm. And I'm with you. But if it's due to a medical condition and you have no control over, yeah, I'm starting to shout them. Because, again...
But how would they know?
They don't know.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it should... Why should you say it to people regardless, to me?
And
everything is not a joke. Everybody, just because everybody
okay,
goes on comedy shows. You feel me? Everybody don't take life.
I say watch what you say to people, but
don't be scared.
I also I don't believe in
biting your tongue.
No, I don't believe in that fucking just living your whole life and saying everything is politically correct as possible, because why the fuck are you going around scared to say something? Like, I understand, yes, you can make jokes. I mean, let's say you can make light of a situation. It was just like there were people online making jokes at Chadwick Boseman's expense when he was losing weight, and then like they making jokes about him losing weight. Oh, this night he's wasting away. This and that, blah blah blah. Whole time silently he's battling cancer.
He's dying.
He's dying from cancer. Y'all making jokes about his weight loss. You didn't know what the fuck was going on. Yeah, you can if you can hint at something, but there's a difference between hinting at something and like making a spectacle of somebody.
Or somebody telling you, like, hey.
Like, if it's a thing of like, you looking a little thin, like, are you okay? Like,
yeah,
you lost
concern. It's okay to be concerned.
Like, then you lost, like, and even at that, like, if you can show concern and still laugh, like, me and my best friend, if he start looking different, I can still make a joke on it, but it's still going to be in a concerned manner, like, fuck you losing all this weight for? Nigga, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And it's not, it's not something I'm like, oh, you old AIDS digging the butt ass nigga. Like, I know. I'm just saying, like, yo,
you're not going over
a lot of weight. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you good? Like, what's really going on?
Yeah.
And that's still like I can joke about it, but it's out of a place of concern.
Yeah.
That's what the thing is. And I think it was just like for Chris Rock to say, for Chris Rock to make the joke. For Chris Rock to make the joke on the stage, he did wasn't the right place for it. But also for Will Smith to react that way also wasn't the right stage for it.
Yeah. But sometimes you can't control how people react.
You can't.
So if he was making a joke to somebody, right? You thought he was just a regular person. This person could be a cold-blooded killer. And you could be like, damn, say something about his fashion, say something about, damn, you get even offended by say, damn, make him feel feminine. He's like, oh, you fucked up. And your last words would be, don't shoot. He shot your ass. He blew your fucking dome off. You have no chance to rectify what you said or even get your chance to change your shit because you said shit you shouldn't have said.
Right.
Or you don't think you should have said. Or the smells like you shouldn't even acknowledge me in that way. So I feel like it's kind of, you should just watch what you say. Just watch it. You don't go around talking to strangers like that. They be like, man, fuck you and fuck you. Or some people scared to go around and say, I even give praise like, hey, like your car, or hey, I love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Some people are scared to give praise because some people might acknowledge it wrong or take it wrong. What you mean? Can't control people. Even if you give love, you can't control people. I'm like, man, I don't need that shit. I'm already this and this.
I mean, my thing is, what I feel like would happen, like, if I were in Chris Rock's shoes, the Grammys is a way longer event than what you see televised, clearly. At some point, he has had to run into Will and Jada or walk past him or something.
Some people say they don't see people, though. There's a lot of people there.
In order to make, like, just make that observation or make that joke up, you've had to see them at some point in there. If I'm Chris, I'm just like, hey, talk to them real quick. Hey, I was just like, I saw you came here with the bald look. I just wanted to make sure, like, I was going to make a joke about that, not in any distaste. Just want to make a joke about it.
You think comedians give a fuck? Especially if I ain't fucking with you. If I already talk to you, I'm talk to you for about a joke.
because
what,
I
wrong with you?
understand.
Like, what I'm gonna talk to you for? Like, if I don't associate with you, period, I don't care about talking to you before I make a joke.
But that's the thing. They've had history.
Yeah,
So
but
I
I'm
understand,
saying,
like, if they've had a history.
so
like
Chris Rock already was like, and then what you gonna say? Because other than sorry, because I already was offended the first time you made it. And Westwood already had posts saying this and this before.
right.
Crying on the shit, going to his wife's show and talking about it. He expressed himself to the world.
But that was about the.
Yeah, but at the same time, he still was vulnerable. He still showed a side. It was like, alright, I'm really going through shit. You think a man can get over that? Then have another man's comedian be like, man, you watch my life. Motherfucker, you just as rich as me. You gonna have the nerve to say a joke about my wife with some shit like, maybe it's always one. They see a straw breaks the camel back, not just the haystack.
Right,
Nobody say the haystack breaks the camel back. Of course we know the haystack is shit gonna break the camel back.
Yeah,
It's the straw. It's the last.
That last little bit of.
You gonna
last thing that
explode,
blows
bro.
apart.
Yes. That's what happened. That was the straw. That was it. Chris Rock was the straw.
Okay.
It could have came from everybody, bro.
I feel you.
Same for family members. Like you can have one. It's like you could be mad at the world, come from work, and you go home with your lady or your friend and your family and some shit, and they could trigger some shit just by joking how they been joking. You lose it on it. They're like, ooh.
True.
What's wrong with you, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm dealing with some shit. I ain't got a chance to even explain it to you because now they probably already swinging on you or you're already arguing and now you just trying to defend yourself and trying to figure out the situation. Now you're like, oh shit, I'm in a defense mode. Like, oh, I ain't know I attacked you, but now I got to defend myself.
Right.
Because you already an assault now. Like, oh, what made me trigger you to be like, oh shit.
And I'm already about to be on the defense. Like, fuck it. I'm swinging for the fence. Fuck you.
Fuck it, yeah.
I got it.
Just sometimes same shit. Like my mom had bad days, your girl can have bad days, your kid can have bad days. You be like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. 20 minutes later, what's wrong with you? Nothing. You off. Leave me alone. You're like, I knew something was wrong with you. I knew something was wrong with you. You didn't let it loose on me. My bad. I knew that was coming because you told me to be alone. I should left you the fuck alone.
And that's why the fuck I just like, it's a thin line for men.
Yeah.
Because your girl shows there's something wrong, but she don't say it. You be like, what's wrong? Nothing. Alright. If after you give me that, you say nothing, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna let you go deal with it.
But then you can't do it. You can't just leave it like that.
Now you're like, oh, you don't care
about
how I feel.
me because
I just asked what the fuck was wrong.
You forgot about that. You forgot that.
You forgot I asked you what the fuck was wrong, and you said nothing. I knew it was something wrong.
I wanted you to sit beside me.
That meant you wanted me to shut the fuck up and leave you alone. So I shut the fuck up and let your ass alone. So now you mad at me for doing what you wanted me to do, but you didn't really want me to do.
All you have to say, sit down and talk to me. I'm going to. But
that's it.
Men do the same shit, but it's opposite for men because it's like, all right, leave me alone. I'm all right. I sit down and process it.
Right.
Men's a little bit different. Men like, leave me alone. I'm gonna process it. Babe, and then females sometimes they force it. They be like, I just want to be here for you.
I hate that shit too.
I just want to be here for you. No. I don't need that.
I'm dealing with this shit.
I'm dealing with it.
Let me deal with it.
Let me do it.
If I need you to be a part of this, I will let you know.
I will come get you. Yes.
But right now,
the gun is not in my head yet. I will come and get you. Yeah, I will come and get
if
you.
I start asking what a gun is,
yes.
start asking questions.
Yeah. I'm dealing with this as a man. I go sit down and go, shit. Did I fuck up? You may be dealing with it because you fucked up.
Right, exactly.
Shit.
And that's the worst shit to deal with because now you got to confront like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I fucked this up.
How can you help?
Damn. You can't.
It's me.
You can't help this. And that's why I always say any relationship I'm in, and somebody, what's wrong? Oh, you never talking about myself because my shit ain't your shit.
Nope.
My shit ain't your shit. And that's what all it is. Like, I understand we can be in a relationship and all of that, but my shit ain't your shit.
That gotta be some of the funniest shit, right? Like, a guy could like, come home and the next day be fucked up. His girl like, what's wrong? And I'm like, yo, baby, yo. I'm good.
I can be off.
I'm good. Whole time he feel bad because he just cheated. I can't talk to you about it. You can't help me out with this. I'm a scumbag. I'm
trying
a
to
dog.
figure out how to keep you from doing this.
I fucked up. Hope she ain't got my phone.
What do you mean, hope she don't go through my phone? I deleted this shit already.
Oh, yeah, hopefully I'm gonna say shit. She upset? Did I do it? I'm upset because I think she upset. Shit, I'm cool. Damn it. Leave me alone. I'm gonna be mad first. So you can tell me you did it. But I don't know, I feel like the game was changing these days as far as like couple wise, man.
It's a completely different game out here. I don't know how to navigate it.
It's a social game. I mean, life has always been about socializing, but now it's a lot about social, like worldwide social. Because it's
everybody at some point is a part of this.
It's not neighborhood wide, or like statewide or citywide.
Well, that's why
it could be like coastwise. Like
even that's why I keep my relationships private. Like if I'm in a relationship, the people who really need to know, they know, but the whole world don't need to know about this shit because the whole world has their opinions on shit and the whole world talks. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, but I understand that I don't give a fuck. That doesn't mean somebody else didn't give a fuck that I do care what they am. Now, I don't need to answer a bunch of questions that have nothing to do with anything because you have your opinion.
Yeah.
So, I don't really publicize my relationships. Like, if I'm there, I'm there. If you need to know I'm there, you can know I'm there. But if you don't, I'm alive. That's all the fuck you need to know.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that kind of goes to the Kanye and Kim situation, right? As far as like being publicized, right?
Yeah.
Everybody tripping like, God, yeah, he tripping. Kim got new boy. I'm like, bro, that is regular people shit. Like,
right.
That's regular people shit. Oh, you fucking my girl, you over there my kid. This nigga was just lost. Yeah, he can be tripping all he want, but that's
regular people
universal
shit.
tripping. Like that's universal trip switch. It's literally a flick. Some niggas don't flick it on. Some niggas like some niggas like I'm not over it. I'm all the way out.
Like if your best friend and his girl just break up, his girl go start fucking a new dude.
He not the same
your best friend gonna be like, hey, what the fuck? If he's not completely over her, what the fuck? He going wildin'. That shit ain't news. The only reason that shit is news because these niggas are celebrities.
Yeah,
that is the regular nigga.
And people like, you should just leave her, Kanye. You got money. Yeah, nigga. You should do that anyway if you think you feeling that way. If you're a person, this shit money buys status wise or money wise or who you are.
What do you care for? She's rich. You're rich.
Yeah, but I won't say that either because it's family involved. So I won't say that's not that simple.
You have kids, okay?
Nah.
You both have enough money to take care of your fucking kids.
Nah, he just want his family. Having a family.
He want his family, but if he's acting that way to try to get his family back, who you think his family really wants to?
Acting that way could have caused him to lose the family. So. I said acting that way could have caused him to lose the family.
Exactly.
Or acting that way could have caused him to get killed. We never know. It's always different. You know what I'm saying? It could be different because Kim knew Kanye was. When they got together, technically he was the crazy Kanye, or starting to transform into the technically crazy, but everybody involved and everybody elevates to different spiritual levels.
Everybody tried to blame it on it was just he was depressed over losing his mother.
No. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say that because everybody lost in the same loss, bro. Like real shit. Like I lost my grandmother years ago. I always say this. I'm like, damn, maybe if I, the day I lose my mother, it probably won't hurt the same because I kind of technically lost my grandmother who was raising me while my mother was going to work and shit. I kind of lost my best friend at the young age. So it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Then I had this situation when I was with my grandfather. My grandfather passed, but we was cool and shit. He used to come in, we would go out for a couple weekends and stuff. When he passed, the first thing I said, I ain't gonna cry. Boy, I think catch the bus, I'm crying. Well, granddad did. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you're not meant, you could say what you want to say to be meant to prepare for shit, but
you never actually fully
once you in that situation, you don't know how you're gonna fucking react.
And true, I get that.
Like, you never know how, you could say, I lost my family, I'm gonna do, I got money, Bro, that's your family. It's something you probably went home to routine wise. Your wife did, your daughter did. Now you don't have that. That might fuck you up.
And it's something that
and then you have
it fucks you up because you realize that you take it for granted because
you lost it.
It's been so routine to you, and now that you lost it, you've been forced to break that routine of I come home to this person who loves me and this and that. Like,
you don't.
I understand that.
It's living life and it's living life and saying like, all right, you got a job and you complain about the job, right? You can always complain about shit in your circumstances, right? But when your circumstances change, you be like, oh, I wish I had that again.
Yeah.
I wish I could go back up and do this again. Say you lose your job, you be like, fuck, that little bit of money I was crying about. I wish I had that little bit of money.
As recently as a few months ago, when I hated the fucking job I was at. Hated that fucking job. I was happy as shit when I fucking put in my 2-week notice. But still having to go through the training of the new job, and it wasn't a paid training. So I was like, all right, cool. I was not a paid training, and it took me maybe like 2 weeks longer than I expected it to take, just because of like other places having to process paperwork and shit. I was like, shit.
This didn't fit my deadline, my timeline.
I feel like I probably should or could have held it out another 2 weeks before I actually put in the 2-week notice. And then that way I could have just been I could have still been having the money I needed and transitioning into this. Now it's like, fuck, I gotta fucking deplete my fucking savings down, and then finally start building it back up.
But then again, just go back to the thing of, where are you now? Did you fail? Did you fall? Did you get stuck?
No, I didn't.
Did you get what you wanted to be eventually? Did it all work out? It might not work out how you said it was.
How I wanted it to, but it still worked out.
Did your end goal get there?
Yeah, it still
you
worked
didn't
out.
get this straight. You might hit a trash detour. Might a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But you got there. That's why
but I got there, and that's what I look at. I'm like, you know what? For what it was, like
the journey,
the place, the job I was in, it wasn't good for me mentally. Like, and it wasn't about like the work. It was just the politics and the people I worked for. That's what my main problem was. I mean, I say some of the work itself, yeah, because do you want to get up at fucking, every couple of weeks, do you want to get up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning because somebody's talking about, oh, this oxygen's not working. Oh, this suction machine's not working. Now I got to get up out my fucking bed and go drive an hour and a half to go to you. And half the time it was some shit like, you didn't press this, you pressed the wrong button. I literally there was one day, that last job.
This the one that broke the straw back. Came back.
Oh, no. It wasn't the one that broke it. I was already I was mentally done with that job by that point anyway. But it just solidified it. It was one night. There was one night I'm on call. No, not one night, 1 week. 1 week I'm on call. And every day that week, so when you're on call, you're on call for an entire week at a time. At every day that I was on call that week, there was a different call for oxygen. And every time I went out, there was a problem that wasn't a problem. It was they did something wrong. It's nothing like, oh, our person came out and fucked up and did this wrong. That week, there was only one thing that a person fucked up, and it wasn't even that the person fucked up, it's that the people were just stupid. The person also didn't explain to them, but the people were just stupid, because you could have seen this. But every day I had to go out at like 1 something.
I want to say stupid. They wasn't knowledgeable. Have they been trained to hit that button? It's their job to hit that button. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I think it might be a simple fix to you.
Yes, because when we bring out this equipment, we tell you exactly how to use it.
Okay.
We bring this equipment out, we tell you exactly.
If shit go wrong, do this.
This is what you do, this is what you press, this is the order you do this in. Here's a book. Here's a book that also says exactly what the fuck we just said.
He said, here's a book, it's a pamphlet. Open that bitch
yes.
up. Read it. It's a manual.
So now you calling us because you forgot what they said and you don't want to read, or you probably put the book somewhere and forgot where the fuck you put it, and now this goes wrong, or you think this goes wrong, so now you're like, everything's fucking up, what's going on? And now I got to get up out of my bed at 1:45 in the morning to go drive an hour up to you, to come in here and go, I don't even need you to tell me what's wrong, because
I was there an hour
back. This means you ain't gotta tell me what's wrong. It was one time, literally. I get to this place. It's a facility. I get here. As soon as they open the door, I can hear the machine alarming. Okay, but I can also hear what sounds like water boiling. Ain't nobody cooking at this time of night. Clearly there is something wrong. There's something you did wrong on this machine.
Right.
So I come in, he's like the guy, and he's a nurse. He's like, I don't know what's wrong, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I get back there, and surely enough, the boiling sound and the alarm are coming from the same machine. I come back, you have this set too high, turn it back down, and everything goes off. I fucking turn it, I twist a knob. I twist a fucking knob after I just drove an hour. Got out of my bed, got dressed, and drove an hour. I twist a fucking knob and go, you had this up too high. This wasn't where it was supposed to be. That was the fucking issue.
Bro, he didn't turn the knob down. If it's boiling in the bubbling, just turn it down. I feel like it's ready to cook. You don't cook?
No, not even that. It was because it's an oxygen machine.
I'm saying, like, you don't cook, you know, if there's a lot of, you can turn it down. Just turn it down, bro. If it's too high.
Yeah.
You can't just tell it too high.
And he's like, oh, they weren't getting enough oxygen. They were getting oxygen. Some people because it's when you're on those oxygen machines, on the machine, you don't feel like, some people don't feel like they're getting oxygen because it's not pressurized.
Right.
So if it's not pressurized,
feel it going through.
like if it's not pressurized, it's not coming from that the canisters.
The green.
So it's not cold.
Yeah.
So when they feel that cold air, they feel like, oh, I'm getting air. But when it's coming from the actual machine that's creating the oxygen,
Different feeling.
yeah, because it's just like, it's a continuous flow and it's not cold pressurized air, so they don't feel it coming in. I'm like, you're getting the same amount of oxygen, it's just not cold. This is all in their head why they think that, why most of the time it's in their head why they think they're not getting oxygen.
So you panicking.
Yeah.
I'm not breathing.
And the thing is, like, we tell them all the time, if you really want to know if they're getting air, take the cannula, that little piece that goes in their nose, get a cup of water, cup of fucking sink water. Dip the cannula in a cup of water. You see bubbles coming from it? They're getting air. They're getting oxygen. 99.8% of the time, they were getting oxygen. It's just that they didn't feel that cold air coming in, so they didn't think they were getting anything. I'm like, you're getting air. They're getting air. They just don't feel it. They don't feel like cold air. And it's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
And I had to go out every day that week for a call, something like that. One time, it was because, you know what you got the outlet.
Right.
You got the little thing, the little two buttons between the
reset test?
Yeah, the reset test one. Lady didn't press one of the fucking buttons. She's like, oh, it's not.
You can hear it go bow. You can hear it go pop off.
She's like, it's not giving me enough power and this and that. I bring a whole new one in there. It does the same thing. I plug the old one back up. I'm like, something's got to be up because this is brand new. I just put this on the truck. It's still doing the same thing. I hit the button. Beep. Goes right back on full power. The old one. I'm like, I had to drive up the fuck here because you didn't press a fucking button in your house. I couldn't stand that on-call shit. It blew me. Because I had to get out of my fucking bed. They had to pay me to go like, that was only, I finessed the fuck out of them. Because
you can wait and sit for a minute.
Oh, when you're on call, the second I get that alarm to my phone,
you accept it. Yeah.
Before I accept that alarm, because they can say, oh, I get a call for an order. Oh, there's an order. I see the order. Clock in. Now what am I doing? Oh, I'll clock in I'll clock in before I even look at the order. I don't give a fuck what it is. If I'm looking at my work phone when it's off my regular hours, I'm clocking in. And I damn sure would do that every time. Oh, I got an order. Clock in. Alright, let me get my eyes open and look at this shit. What's this? Somebody needs a suction machine. Fuck. I gotta go. There was one time I fucking took a shower because the shit wasn't even an emergency. These motherfuckers talking about, oh, we need a commode.
What the fuck is commode?
One of them portable toilets.
Oh, porta potties.
Yeah, like one of them like, oh, I need this at the edge of the bed because the person can't make it to the bathroom. Yeah. It was like, oh, we need a commode. It's 12:15 in the morning. Why the fuck are you calling me about this now?
No.
This isn't an emergency. So what do? I get up, I clock in, I look at the order, I call the people, I say, what the fuck is wrong? They say, we need a commode. I say, all right, give me the address. Look up the address. The address is nothing but 30 minutes away. It's going to be an hour. I got up and took a fucking shower. And then went and got out there. On the clock.
I feel you. Get your money, get due diligence.
Because why are you waking me up at 12:15 in the morning?
Go pee-pee.
For a fucking toilet.
I mean, if I had to piss and I couldn't get over at 12:50, I'm calling you. I can't make it to the bathroom, I'll wait. But then you gotta wait 30 minutes to an hour to go piss.
That's not my problem because this isn't an emergency.
Gotta pee.
That's not an emergency. You can piss the fucking bed and change the sheets. You can put a diaper on this motherfucker and they can piss in that. Me coming out here because you gotta pee or you gotta shit is not an emergency. You can't breathe. There is something clogging your lungs or blocking your throat. That's an emergency. Okay. You having to pee ain't an emergency. So fuck you. You go wait for this.
Damn. You're a bad teacher. You're the teacher. I'm raising my hands. I gotta let him know. We just started class. I just gotta pee.
Well, nah. See, that's different. That's you in school.
Hold my bladder and shit.
You know, so you in school and you like, I've been sitting here for fucking hours and I gotta piss. All right, fine. But
that old person was sitting there for hours too.
But this is also
that prone bladder.
But this is also daytime hours. This is between 7 a.m. and fucking 3 p.m. This isn't 12:15 in the morning. Where I'm already
daytime hours.
Yeah, I'm already in the fucking bed at 12:15 because I got to be up at fucking 7 o'clock to go back to work tomorrow morning.
Oh, I gotcha.
And now you're gonna wake me up to drive out here to bring a commode? You are going to wait.
You foul.
It is.
You foul because I've had jobs like that.
I wasn't cut out for that work. I know I wasn't cut out for that work, and that's why the fuck I got out of it. Because it wasn't that important to me. Like, to some people, yeah, that's the most important thing to them. But to me, I'm like, if it's not an emergency, if your breathing isn't at stake, it's not an emergency. But to switch gears from that, the whole Black China situation. Did you hear about that one?
Yeah.
Where she goes, I had to give up 3 of my cars. Well, first off, just look at the way she had to say that. I had to give up 3 of my cars. Because of morals and this and that, and I'm a mother. And I'm not getting any support, no child support. And then for all of these motherfuckers, both of them are the parents, both of the fathers of her kids to go, I am the majority caretaker of this kid. You have them for 1 to 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm the majority caretaker. I do everything for this kid. You play mommy a fucking day and a half a week. And you talking about why the fuck should I pay child support?
Why I put it past her? That's Black China.
You say you wouldn't put it past her?
Yeah.
Neither would I, because she has no talent. She just like the only reason she's famous is because for what? For sucking dick. For stripping and sucking a dick. That's the main thing she's famous for.
I don't even know why she's famous. I just know she started from out here type shit. That's what's like that. I don't know.
She got famous because she was a stripper, and then there was a video of her sucking a dick, and motherfuckers was like, damn,
Like,
that's
okay.
nice.
Okay.
Or
She had a Kim K
or
on
a
it.
sex tape or some shit, whatever it was. Only thing she has no talent. She has no discernible talent. What does she do? Does she have songs? Can she sing? Can she rap? Can she draw?
She could trap men.
Can she make a fucking dish?
She's a good net.
Yeah, no talent.
Good catcher.
Yeah, she good catcher. Oh yeah, she caught nuts twice.
Yeah, she's a good catcher.
Caught babies from them too.
In the family.
Yeah, no talent.
Her first
And now she wanted.
Her first break files raised her. Her second one.
And then she wanted.
Was that her
these
uncle
motherfuckers-
niece? That's like, is that uncle brother? Like, what the fuck is that?
I don't fucking know. I didn't pay attention to her ass because, like, what are you famous for? Nothing? Alright, what the fuck am I looking at you for? Like, oh, she looks good naked. Yeah, porn stars look good naked, but they get paid to be naked.
I got pictures of bitch looking good naked. Yep, look good to me.
Yeah. I'm not saying, but if you just look good naked and you ain't getting paid for it, bitch, you wasting it.
You wasting? You think so?
If she look good naked and she ain't getting paid to be out there naked, she wasting it. Because what other talent
Well,
do
she's
you
an
have?
artist.
What art does she have?
Oh, yeah, that's getting paid for something though too. Artists get paid. Artists
Yes.
do shit free. Yeah.
You can be a nude
You
model.
can- yeah, you can-
you still get paid for your art.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You get paid for your work. What did she do? She was stripping. Now she's not stripping.
She was getting paid for stripping.
She was getting paid for stripping. Was. And then she thought, oh, I'm going to get pregnant by Tiger. And then I'm going to get pregnant by Rob Kardashian. Two niggas who have a lot of fucking money. Then thought, oh, I'm going to just live off this child support money. And then both of these niggas was like, I got custody of the kid. Yeah,
They still paying child support though.
No, they not.
They not?
No. Because why the fuck would they pay child support if they have custody of the kids? If
Yeah,
the kid
what?
is in their, like,
Okay.
Tiger has custody of
Right.
their kid, and Rob Kardashian has custody of their kid. She has Tiger's kid on Sundays today.
We podcast Sunday.
She has Rob Kardashian's kid Sunday and Monday. All the other days of the week, those kids live with their fathers.
So why Rob Kardashian get one more day than Tiger?
I don't fucking know. Again, I don't give a fuck about these people. They're celebrities. They're not giving me any fucking money.
No, but yeah, that's kind of crazy though.
So yeah, they're
That's
getting
weird.
fucking paid. Like they're paying all
Why she not
these
paying
bills.
them?
for kid. She should be fucking paying them. But again, she ain't got no fucking money. Clearly, if she just had to give up 3 of her cars to pay for some shit, and was only leads to believe if she were getting child support from these motherfuckers, she would be wasting that child support on other dumb shit instead of the kids.
Sure. Herself.
So, yeah, on shit for herself and not for the kids. It is child support, not fucking worthless mother.
Versus mother support. You think they need something like that?
Do I think they need something like that? No, I think she needs a fucking job. Because this is like, at that point, what does she really need support for? If she is the support, if they have the kids the majority of the week, she has them 1 to 2 days a week. She is the support. Why do you need support being the support?
Yeah.
They pay all that money for their kids to go to school. They pay for these medical expenses. They pay for the field trips and the extracurriculars and all this and this and that. They pay for all of that. You got the kid here for a couple days a week, and you talking about they don't give me child support. Man, you should be paying them.
Man, but she did.
And now she's talking about, oh, I had to give up 3 of my cars. Why did you have to give up 3 of your cars? Why do you need more than 3 cars if it's just you and the kids? You and 2 kids. Why you need more than 3 cars? Why? Because you wanted to live above your means. If you're not making the money you're not making no money, why do you need all of those cars? To try to keep up with appearances? Where the fuck the money coming from? Because now you got to put out money and you're not getting none back.
Maybe she got those cars when she had money. No, she just can't afford them.
Okay, and now she can't afford them. And now what? At that point, you would have gave them up a while ago.
I mean,
now not just because
maybe her pussy don't work the same. She ain't got nobody else.
Well, and after seeing this shit, who the fuck else?
Ruby Rose or Brittany Renner.
After this, who the fuck else gonna fuck her? Because they know what she about. They know I'm gonna get her pregnant and she. Yeah, somebody dumb, somebody young and dumb is gonna be like, oh, she probably got some good pussy. She got pregnant from these 2 motherfuckers. Cool. I'm gonna go fuck her, see what it's about. No, good and damn well, all she gonna do is get pregnant from you and try to get child support because she ain't got no talent of her own.
Talent? I guess sucking dick her talent.
Sucking dick? Is she getting paid for sucking dick?
Porn stars get.
Is she getting paid?
Long-term pay.
How?
She catching that baby instead of her face, catching her belly.
Okay, and she ain't getting no child support from that baby either. From both of those babies, she ain't getting no child support. No long-term pay.
She was in the beginning though.
If she good at sucking dick, she need to go ahead and suck some up. At least she can get paid for that.
She could be a porn star.
She could. She very well could. What are you gonna say? Oh, she's a mother. She has to set an example for her kids. Well, then you find another career.
I know mothers who suck dick.
You find another career.
I knew mothers who suck dick. That's how they became mothers. Sucking dick.
Well, so she sucked good enough dick. He decided I'm gonna go ahead and let loose.
Hey, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Hey, I like you, bitch. You suck dick good. I'm gonna take it. My dick sucking. But yeah, you know what I mean. So before we wrap it up and shit, I got a question, right?
Alright.
Would you continue or would you go back to fucking somebody who was your ex?
In what capacity? Is it just we just fucking, or is it like relationship part 2?
Relationship part 2. Going back, doing it again.
I guess that really depends on the ex and the circumstances of the breakup. Because I've had a breakup happen because of we were young at the time and she had to move away. So it was more so a thing of like, it's a long distance relationship and we're not going to be able to see each other. Like, she lives this far away and by the time I'm able to drive, I'm off at college. I'm away at college now. So it just happened like there was nothing that went wrong in our relationship. It was just she had some issues that happened within her family and she was forced to move. And so it was just a distance thing. At that point, yes, I can see it being a relationship part 2 because there was nothing wrong with the relationship. We broke up because it was just feasible because we knew we couldn't maintain the relationship at that
no
level.
physical contact.
Right. And we were younger.
Texting and shit, it gets you a long way still these days. But
yeah, so
it's just people need physical contact. And that's why I feel like most people cheat for physical contact. Even if your partner gave you physical contact, you won't get physical contact as well. I'm just saying.
Exactly. So with those situations, yeah, I can see a part 2.
For me,
if it's a bad breakup, fuck no. Why?
What's a bad breakup to you though? Cause I feel like it's they always say 3 sides of the story. Your side, their side, and the truth.
Right.
So if you're going from your side, you might have been the good guy. From her side, you're the villain, and from vice versa.
Yeah.
And then there's the truth. And sometimes the truth be like.
But then again,
both was kind of wrong.
It's his side, her side, and the truth from the outside looking in. Because if you're on the inside,
I even say even if the outside looking in, because of the outside, it could be what they say.
No, because unless you are dead wrong, unless you know dead to rights.
Yeah, it's like a jury. You know what I'm saying? Some people did lock shit.
It's your fault that this shit went down. Yes, I understand. Your side, her side, and the truth. Your side, and like her side, and the truth are the truth. Or if she did something dead wrong, your side and the truth are the truth.
I understand what you're saying, but like for me, my aspect of your side, her side, and the truth is like the truth is just the truth. Like y'all both could be right in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both could be completely wrong from both ends. You just don't want to hear you're the complete asshole eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's like you say you get into it with your girl or something like that, right? You go, fuck you. And she go, fuck you too. And right, you go, fuck you, bitch. She go, fuck you, little dick. And then it get progressively get worse and worse and worse. But what the fuck? Are you wrong because you started it, or is she wrong because she went the hardest? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like real shit though. Like, are you? Like, the argument's there. It's already in the air. The argument's already in the air. Like, somebody could have stopped it. But somebody eventually added it on.
At that point, you gotta realize like what started this argument. Because if you're now only basing like the breakup off of what happened within the argument. Because when you're in an argument, you're gonna say shit out of anger. You're not always gonna speak out of fucking logic. You're gonna say shit out of anger because you're angry. You're trying to win this conversation. You're trying to win this argument.
Yeah, it's going to court. Fuck, I know you shot that person. I might can't get you for this, but I can tell you, I know you shot these motherfuckers. Connect you to saying you shot him.
Right. So at that point,
you might not have killed him, but you killed all these. We gonna get you for somebody. You gonna be wrong. Eventually.
At that point, what it is we didn't break up over you killing this person. We broke up off of, well, I know you killed these people who were in court connection with this person.
Yeah.
So this is the cause of this argument. The fucking person that was in question is the fucking argument itself.
Yeah.
But the cause of the argument is all these motherfuckers in.
Yeah. It's not even you. It's outside.
At that point, this is what started the argument. Like, is this something we can reconcile? If the start of the argument is something we can't reconcile,
I feel like
fuck it.
Most relationships come to plea deals.
Come to plea deals?
Yeah, plea deals, man.
Oh.
I'll tell you that, man. I don't care who wrong. Your girl cheated, you cheated, it comes to a plea deal. Alright, you don't do it again first.
You don't do it again first.
You don't do it again first. I won't say I won't do it again, but you don't do it again first. You don't do it again first.
God damn it.
God damn, you don't do it again first. You both wrong. Couple times. But you don't do it again after this conversation first.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? We cool with this. There's no, that's gonna be the, you do it again, fuck. You know what I'm saying? But some people be like, fuck it. And that was the bargain, but I ain't fucking with the bargain because I know you're gonna do it again. And yeah, you're just not gonna quit the time.
Right.
People like to gamble. Life. But yeah, for me, I wouldn't. I mean, I feel like you end stuff with people for a reason, but also it's the real thing. People ain't who they was when you ended it with them. Because they was a bad partner back then, don't mean they gonna be a bad partner now. You know what I'm saying?
So you think that?
I mean, people change.
The time that elapsed from when y'all broke up to the point now when y'all get back in contact or whatever, that they've changed enough that this relationship can work out differently.
If we both change.
If you both changed, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Because we're both, like, we like to say you started when you're younger, right?
Right.
Now, if you both got to a situation when you were younger, you actually had the money to go fly back and forth, the rest you could have stand it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then something else probably would have broke it up. Something else. Probably not.
But it wouldn't have been the first thing that happened. It would have been something different.
Something different. Even if you got rid of the first hurdle, it would have been another hurdle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it always.
You can have perfect relationships all the time. Bro, I think on this shit like this. Even when I started, alright, every man can vouch for this one, right? This is 100% unpleasant facts, right? Every nigga is the best man in a relationship. I feel like every woman is the best woman in the beginning. Like in the beginning. The nigga go, excuse me, open the door. Here you go. Have a seat. Hey, call the chick. 3 years later. Come on, baby, sit your ass down, bitch. What you want to eat? You want to eat? What? 2 drinks tonight. That's all you get, 2 drinks. Because I know you now. I'm comfortable with you.
So at first, it's the whole, order whatever you want to. I'm going to pull out your chair for you. Order whatever you want to. Oh, you want this, you want that, cool. It's going to hurt my pockets a little bit. Fuck it, it is what it is. Cool.
Yeah.
And then 2 years down the line,
This is
sit
why.
your ass down. So, all right, cool.
Nah, but even then,
what you eating now?
even if you don't even have to stop doing what she's doing. She could make you be like, you ain't got to do this or this and that, or she could be custom built not doing that no more. Like, hey, you ain't got to do that no more.
Right.
Some females tell you that, like, you doing too much. You be like, this how I got you. Same with girl, she be all up on you. You're like, hold on, get off of me. I need my space. But that's how you got me, because you was hooked on me. Yeah?
Right.
You made me feel like you wanted me. Now you still want me so much, I'm like, please, leave me the fuck alone. I'm yours, please. You don't have to go through this. You don't have to trick me.
So you won.
You got me. Yeah. You got me. I'm here. I'm just basic now. I am the premium package is your everyday package. That's what I'm saying. Like if like some people you upgrade to something, yeah. Say you got the best package in the world. The day they come out with another fucking package that you can afford and be like, shit, I'll take that. It'll be only 2 things extra.
Right.
Disney Plus free year and Netflix free year. You could have paid for those. They canceled those subscriptions. They just got you something extra. I'm baby this head for 3 months in a row.
And now
I ain't getting head for 2 months straight. Fuck 3 months, bitch. I could take a day a week.
now I gotta create a whole new fucking email address to get some head for a month.
Yeah, I'm fucking resubscribe. God damn. That's how it is, though, man. People just got.
I can see that.
Yeah,
So
it's life.
I know it sounds fucked up, but I'm like, I feel like as a guy or as a woman, you should start out as your most basic fucking self.
Nah.
If you both can fuck with each other, there's your most basic selves. And then you get that person, and now you're like, to keep them, now I gotta up the ante. So now you don't start off burning yourself out. You get into a relationship as, this is who I am, and then I get this. You get all of this, and now you can kind of keep it here versus you started off here, and this is where the fuck you
I'm not buying you roses every 3 weeks. I'm buying roses every 3 months.
Right. If I start off buying you roses every fucking 3 months.
I did it again. Check it out.
Save for another quarter.
Yep. Save for another quarter of the month. Yeah. Quarterly, annually. Yeah. Motherfucker, that's how I feel though. Like that's just people, man. It's just people.
Yeah.
Comfortability is comfortability. That's why it's a word. Fuck. I don't like to be comfortable. Shit.
True.
Ain't nothing like come on. You go sit in the bed with your girl the whole day. Don't say 2 words. By the time I go sleep, you want sex? Alright, sure.
That's all you need. You don't gotta be the whole build up to the full play.
You wanna go eat? You wanna watch a movie?
Yeah.
You wanna spend time together?
She gonna go sneak off to go take a shit and don't think you know what the fuck she doing. And then she gonna go take a shower and be like, oh, you changed? Yeah, I'm a little tired. No, you're not tired. You just wanted to go take a shower so you could fuck. Because you just took a shit.
They can call out on shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just, life changes with comfortability, man. It's like people gotta realize, like, people like, that's why I be tripping like I was. If it feels the same it felt from the beginning, that's great. That is wonderful. Because every nigga who plays sports, they get nervous playing the same game. But in the day, you ain't nervous playing the game. You nervous because your ass is in the situation. Right. It's not because you playing the game. It's the situation you in. You gotta go across from another motherfucker again. Goddamn. Ain't who? I don't care how. You ain't in the best team. I'm still nervous. Shit.
Right.
I gotta play my ass off.
Because they can still outplay me on this play.
Yes.
Shit.
Nobody's a fucking loser. Nobody wants to be a fucking loser.
Exactly.
See, male or female, man. That's just his life. So I feel like niggas be like, damn, man, my girl taking advantage of me. Yes. She don't want to be a loser either, motherfucker.
Right.
She don't want to be dominated all the time. She want to fake. I think when you were younger, you play fight with people, you be like, you know you get swinging one punch and hurt her on accident. You just play fight.
You don't
want to be dominant
win at that point.
Yes.
But But at a certain point in the relationship, then you plan to win.
Yeah, you plan to win. I'm gonna be aggressive.
Yeah. I'm swinging for that kidney shot.
That's why I say, like, when she said females, when she said we talking to females, I was like, yeah, females like pain. Pain is beauty. Females like sex.
They do.
Yeah, no. I'm a penetrator. I've been penetrated.
Right. I'm not the one.
I see the effective penetration. You okay? You alright? I can't keep going on with this. I can keep fucking, but I can't keep just letting me fuck you. He told
So, your stomach hurting and shit.
Hey, wake up! Mix roll over. I'm trying to get to bed too. I'm tired. Shit. Mix my room.
You and this motherfucker damn near comatose.
It was good. It was good. You look dead.
But you dying.
Find some water. Yeah, I'm going to bed. I see. I could never. I would be straight like. I'm strapping on.
I'm good. I'm strapped on. I'm gonna eat this pussy.
Shout out to all the dykes. Yeah, I knew better. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Hey, man, that's the boy Side Guy No Lie.
This big shit midnight.
They have to turn in, man. Episode 54.
54, baby, we out.
Yeah, cool.